Din din dong tak din dong din din dong tak din dong din da tak din dong dom dom.
This quartet is Steve Magnusson on guitar, Dave Beck on drums and Ben Robertson on double bass. So we've had quite a long collaborative history and we've explored many pieces with South Indian influences prior to this new piece, The Eternal Pulse. These musicians are incredible players. They all have the deepest sense of time and groove, and they're chosen particularly for their interpretive performance aesthetic. Because quite a bit of the music is improvised, and so the piece has been written with them in mind, specifically for them, knowing what they will bring to the work.
I'm Ben Robertson and this is my instrument, the double bass, and I've had a fantastic time collaborating with Lisa Young in the project The Eternal Pulse. When I think about internal pulse and how it relates to the music, there's two aspects. One is intellectual, is a way of thinking about how you intellectually divide the beat, and the other part is how it feels in your body, and I suppose that's the part that I would most like to get to when I play, not the part that I understand intellectually, because I feel that one can get closer to the intention in the music once one feels the subdivisions and the rhythms rather than intellectualises them.
My name's Stephen Magnusson. I am a jazz guitarist from Melbourne. I've known Ben since 1987. And it would have been about 6 years ago they called me up and said, would you like to be involved in this band? And of course I jumped at the opportunity to play with these wonderful musicians, to kind of look at new ways of approaching improvisation through rhythmic structures that Lisa and Ben had been looking at with their Indian influences, with kind of the Western harmonic thing as well.
The other thing that makes it really special is because we're doing challenging music, but it's with my friends, you know. I've known Steve for a long time and he's, you know, one of the greatest guitarists in the world as far as I'm concerned, and there's a depth of relationship with him that comes out in the music when I play with him, and I've known Ben for as long as I've been involved in music and it's the same. Well, Lisa's a great singer to play with as a drummer. I love it how she's tuned into the drums and the rhythm, and that's great for me because that's my department. So, you know, that I love that. As well as the warmth, there's a toughness about her which I like. It's that combination of the depth of relationship with the exploring of the music that makes it very interesting for me. And that's what it's about for me. If you don't have a depth of relationship, you can't have a depth of music.
So we were looking to create structures which would create these opportunities to speak to each other. So not always in the melody sections or in the set sections, but where the piece would expand. You're trying as a composer to give space to everybody's unique voice in the quartet so that they can express themselves, but of course interrelate to each other.
As you write music for improvisers, you inbuild into the music the idea that it will change. It's almost an essential part of the way you write it. And I think Lisa and I both had that in mind, of not just thinking about a written piece as being a set piece, but being a vehicle for improvisation.
Well, one of the things that I always look forward to at every rehearsal is Lisa's chai, and also at the gigs as well, because she brings it along in a little thermos. I try to make it myself and it doesn't come close. I even have on my phone a little instructional video from Lisa on how to make chai, but I can never get it right.